All right, so we're joined by the MIT women's soccer team following today's 2-0 win over Brandeis. We're joined by Sarah Moseson, Eva Anderson, Maya Neilan, and head coach Martin Desmarais. Coach, can you start with an opening statement and just kind of tell us your thoughts on today's matchup?
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, we do play Brandeis, so we know them very well, and we tied them earlier in the season, and I think we knew it was going to be a real challenge to play them again, and I think we felt confident we would get scoring opportunities for sure. And for us, probably the focus was trying to keep them from scoring. They're very, very strong in the air and very good on set pieces, and it was an amazing start, right? I mean, score goal in 15 seconds. And then following that up with another goal to get the 2-0 lead early. So, whenever you score early, it's going to make your life easier for sure. So I think scoring early was great, and then we just, tried to buckle down defensively. And, credit to Brandeis and congrats on a great year and a good team because, I mean, they fought back in it, and there was definitely a tough stretch going into getting the end of the first half where, they came really close to getting one back, but we held on and just kind of regrouped at halftime and. Just said, look, we've got 2 goals and we know we can defend, so let's stay focused and keep the ball moving. And even though it was 0-0, I think it was still a great half. Like for me, we won that half because we just needed to make sure they didn't get one back to turn that into a 2-1, just total battle.
And as players, to get a PK and get a goal 15 seconds in, I mean, that's just tremendous. But did that change the team's focus out on the field, or did you remain, stick with your game plan and just keep doing what you do?
I think it didn't really change anything. It just felt like we had a little bit of a safety blanket right there. But you can see we came out strong once again, got the second goal, and then kept grinding throughout the rest of the first half and then throughout that second half.
Yeah, I think the first goal came so fast that it didn't even really hit us.
Yeah.
And we were really, that second goal kind of felt like our first goal because we had been continuing to push. But once we hit 2-0, I knew Brandeis was just going to start just running all over the place and coming through us and just making it such a physical battle. So I kind of expected how hard the rest of the first half would be, but it was really hard to kind of adjust to that. But going up 2-0 was really nice because it was stressful, but it was like we're managing.
Yeah, definitely.
And what were some of the challenges that Brandeis presented out there? Because it was, like you said, Eva, it was a really physical matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of the biggest challenges was just how physical they were. They were going into every tackle extremely hard. They wanted the ball and they wanted a goal. And I think there's a mentality shift when you're playing for the end of your season. And they definitely, I think that like desire and that really translated into them like pressing us really hard and them running at us really hard. So we had to just match that with the same kind of energy and physicality as well.
And then looking ahead to the next round, you're going to face Carnegie Mellon. Coach, what are your initial thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, we've never played Carnegie Mellon. Obviously, it's a school we know for sure because they're in the UAA, and they have a lot of similar majors as us, right? So you run into them in recruiting all the time. I know the coaches there. The UAA is a great league. Brandeis is in the UAA, so it's a physical league, strong, athletic, and I mean teams win the national title out of that league, so it's going to be a really big challenge. But I think by the time you get to that third round, you can expect it's going to be a tough game. We do, but we're ready.
And what are you all looking forward to the most about facing Carnegie Mellon? Moving on to the third round because that's a great accomplishment.
It's the battle of the engineers.
Yeah, we think it's cool because as Martin just said, I think it's a school that a lot of people on our team thought about when they were in high school, and we know about it and we respect them academically and obviously athletically as well, being in the UAA. So it's really cool to face a new opponent that as a school that we really know well but don't know soccer-wise, and I think mentally that just is what makes the NCAA tournament so special is we're starting to reach those new opponents and kind of see what the ceiling is for our team, and I think it's really high. So I think it's just so exciting.
Yeah, I also think just getting back to the Sweet 16. As freshmen, we were in the Sweet 16, and that at that point, like we haven't really been part of the team too long, and now being on the team as seniors, it's amazing, super seniors. It's amazing to be back again and to really feel like we're leading the team to the Sweet 16 this time. So just so excited to get to this point of the tournament.
Well, congratulations on today's win and best of luck in the next round. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.